it's a microphone. It clips to your shirt,
Uh-huh.
and then it plugs in. You can use it like on your phone or on your computer.
Oh, yeah, that's what I brought on the cruise.
Okay, yeah, it comes with those little wind canceling covers. So he said if you ever have to do the podcast away from the house, I could use that.
Yeah, those
So
microphones worked great when we were
yeah,
on the boat.
yeah, the sound quality was really good
Yeah, really good.
when
So,
we were on the Hallmark cruise, and we've
yes, you're
never
right.
talked about that before,
We don't ever talk about that. Not at all. Mm-mm.
right, Brad?
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
The benefit is if you can't get on the cruise, you basically been on it because we told
yeah,
you everything about it, including a description of the bathrooms. So, there you go.
yeah. Live vicariously through our, what was it, 5 different episodes.
Yeah, plus and we did a follow-up one this year too. So we just can't stop.
Hallmark, are you listening? We want you to sponsor us on the next one.
Can't stop, won't stop, guys. Sorry.
Absolutely. So I just baked a batch of brownies because I'm going over to your sister's house to hang with the kids today.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's this, you layer this ooey gooey fudgy brownie batter and bake that for 25 minutes. And then you sprinkle 5 cups of mini marshmallows on top. These are really terrible for you.
Yum.
And bake it for another 3 minutes. And then it says to make this frosting too with 3 cups of powdered sugar in it. I think I'm going to leave that part off. I don't think it needs another layer of sugar and butter.
You know what would probably be good? Although her kids don't like coconut, but toasted coconut on top of that would probably be delicious.
Oh, that would be yummy. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to make banana bread after this because my bananas are going down.
Seen better days.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Well, anything exciting going on this week?
Well, I woke up at about 6:30 this morning to the sound of a woodpecker on the drain pipe, just banging away, trying to prove to the ladies he's got the biggest pecker in all the land.
You're like, but you're not very smart because that's not a tree.
No. Every year. Last year it was the chimney. This year it's the drain pipe. So I ran out there in my pajamas yelling like a crazy woman to get him to
out
stop.
of here. I wonder if you could put another woodpecker, like a fake one up there,
Maybe,
to
or an
scare it
owl
away.
or something.
Yeah, maybe.
If they're dumb enough to pound their face on a drain pipe, then maybe a fake owl would scare them away.
Maybe. Yeah.
Or maybe you should send me a beaver from Buc-ee's. Put him on the roof.
Just put a stuffed beaver on your roof.
Yep.
Oh, gosh. Well, I'm trying to think. I was trying to think of what's been going on this week. Not really much, except that we have definitely hit summer here in Texas. It was 93 yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
It is the warmest February on record. So we are preparing for a very warm summer.
Yeah.
I imagine. So yeah, it's 85 today, I think. And
wow.
Which is just glorious. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I love it. But then once it hits much above that, I don't like it. Not a fan.
And it's humid too, right?
Sometimes
or is it dry?
It's not dry. It's more like Pacific Northwest. As far as humidity goes, it's way more humid in Dallas. You go to Dallas and it's tremendously more humid. So here it's not as bad, but yeah. But I think that's because we're so far south. We're really not too far from the border to Mexico. So I don't think Mexico is typically humid. I don't think. But I don't really know.
I don't think so. Yeah. It's been a very mild winter here. So I wonder what that means for our spring and summer.
Yeah.
It's going to be super hot. We'll see. I kept hoping for some snow, but never came.
Yeah, I guess yesterday, I forget what city it was, but one that was right on the border of Texas and Mexico, but still technically in Texas, it was 104. And that's not normal for February.
Yeah.
Texas, so
wow. So imagine what July and August are going to be like.
Which is wild because it was just a month ago that we were all hunkering down for the coldest days ever and getting candles and canned food and
the stores were all out of everything.
yeah, and it never happened. And
No,
now
it's
it's
when you're
summer.
not prepared for it is when we get the big storms.
Yes. Yep.
Well, I got a nice message from my neighbor who, well, this part's not nice. She ended up in bed because she had pneumonia. So she was
Oh
in bed
no.
for quite a while, the neighbor down the hill. And she said while she was resting up, she was getting caught up on all our podcasts and we were so funny.
That's so nice. Oh
I
my
know.
gosh.
I'm like, okay, write a
Thanks.
review for us.
Yeah, you're
That
right.
would be
We
great.
are funny.
We are funny. We find ourselves very funny.
One of our reels got over 500 views. So that's
Nice.
pretty good for us. And
Mhm.
honestly, since we started posting, I say we, I'm not doing it. It's my employee is doing it. But since we started doing that, our listeners have taken a huge uptick as well.
Good.
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah,
awesome.
this reel is now over 600 views. So,
Well, that's great.
it's us making fun of Vivica A. Fox, but you know what? Who cares?
Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, I feel like, when she
Yeah.
delivers that line at the end of every movie,
Mhm.
the wrong movie, she's
Yeah.
setting herself up for a little bit of
I mean,
making fun of.
yeah, it's got to be camp on purpose, right? I
Uh-huh.
mean,
Yeah.
they have to be aware of that. Of course, they would have to be.
Oh, for
I
sure.
mean, yeah,
It's their shtick.
yeah. It's like the people who were in the Full House movie who afterwards were all just like, "Yeah, we're gonna get Emmys for this."
Are you?
More like, "We're never gonna
Uh,
work again."
uh-huh. Are you a Traders watcher?
Yeah, yes and no. So I'm watching season 3 right now, but I'm also have listened to a podcast about season 4, so I know aside
Okay.
from what everybody looks like, I know everything that's happening.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
I kept saying I was watching season 3. I was watching season 4, the newest one.
Right.
And predictable ending. We all knew who was going to win, I think, from the very start, but it was
He
good.
played he played the game. He played
Yeah,
the game so well.
absolutely. I felt so bad for Maura at the end. She was like, he pinky promised me. Her face went from super, super excited that we're getting this money to just
Shocked.
total disbelief. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt bad
Absolutely.
for her.
Yeah, I saw a clip of her in her pleather beret. And can you please not make noise? Oh, good. Okay, great. That's even better.
Oh, did he
She
spill something? Or
Felicity
she did?
she spilled lemonade, and I figured it
Hmm.
was on the carpet, but no, it was just on her desk. So,
Oh, okay.
that's good.
Makes
Not
it
like
easy.
yesterday, let me tell you. I called Phil. I was on my way home from work and I called him because I was coming home and he was going to leave immediately and go to work. And I was like, I'm going to be there in 10 minutes. Do you want me to leave the car running? He's like, no, there's a giant mess I have to clean up. I'm like, okay, don't tell me what it is until I get home.
I don't want to know.
Well, we use a lemonade concentrate at the shop and it
Hmm.
had gotten delivered, and whoever delivered it just threw it on the porch. And two of
Oh,
the
jeez.
gallon-sized bottles of thick, sticky lemonade concentrate had exploded all over the place, all leaked through the box, all over everything else that
Oh,
was in the
my God.
box, bees everywhere.
Oh, no.
Phil
They
was
were
like,
loving that.
yeah, Phil was like, "It couldn't have been out there longer than half an hour." Like, I was outside, and then it was there, and then all of a sudden, there were bees everywhere.
Mhm.
So, that was a disgusting mess to have to clean up and try not to get
Oh, man.
stung. So, yeah, that was a bummer, and I emailed them, I'm like, "Listen, this is what happened," and all they did was refund me for the 2 exploded bottles, and so I replied, and I was like, "Hey, I just wanna let you know, like, this was a giant mess, a huge problem, like, that I had to deal with. We still have bees in this box out on our in our lawn right now
Oh, man.
because we didn't want to just dump all this sticky liquid into the trash
Mhm.
because the cardboard box was literally like this much of just liquid in the
Ugh.
bottom of it. And they were like, "Sorry, there's nothing else we can do." I'm like, really? You can't like give me a credit for next time or something.
Yeah.
It was very weird. And I know it's not their fault, but it's their shipping carrier that they use. You know, it's not our fault either. So, and now our porch is stained with lemonade concentrate. So that's great. So we're going to have to pressure wash that.
Ugh.
So, anyways, yeah. But
yikes. That's like the time that we got personalized Coca-Cola cans for Tyler for his birthday. Did I tell you that story? So we had taken him on his 13-year trip, and we were just chatting around the campfire, and he asked me, if you had $10 million, what would you do with it? You suddenly had $10 million. And I said, I'd pay off our house. I'd pay off our kids' houses, and I'd invest. What would you do? I'd put my face on as many Coca-Cola cans as I could and have them distributed around the world. I'm like, wow. all $10 million? Yeah, every cent of it. And so for his birthday, we tried to do that. We tried not $10 million worth, but we tried to get a personalized can with his face on it. You can't do that, but we could have it personalized saying happy birthday, Tyler. So we ordered 2 cans, one to drink and one to save. And FedEx delivered them. I saw him on the Ring camera bringing it to the door and setting it down. And I opened the door immediately. He was already in the truck, backing out as fast as he could. It was leaking out all over. It was super hot that day. And so the cans had probably been in the truck all day. And they expanded, and one of them blew up. And like, you delivered it like this?
Yeah.
Sticky corn syrup just oozing out of the can, and you put it on. They did send us new ones, but again, it's a mess.
Yeah. Do you remember when they were doing that as a promo and they were driving a truck around the United States and you could go to the truck and get cans personalized? Phil's parents did that for us. This was before we had kids, so we had one for Sherlock, and it said Sherlock on the side. And we kept it forever and ever and ever. And when we moved, we were packing things up because it was just on our like display shelf or on our TV. It was empty. It had like everything inside had evaporated. So I don't know if there was like a pinhole in it.
Weird.
But once it was empty, it started to like concave. And so we had to throw it out because it was destroyed. But I was like, where did it go? Like there's sugar in here. What happened? It was so weird.
Yeah.
Unless they just fill it with water because they think you're not going to drink it. I don't know.
Maybe. This definitely was not water, though. It was brown, sticky mess.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Yuck. Nasty. Okay, well, before we we've got a cocktail shaker going over here. She's making lemonade.
Woo, party.
Party. Before we get into what we're watching today, I have a question for you.
Okay.
If you inherited something completely unexpected, like a rundown sailboat, for example, would you see it as a burden or as the start of your next big adventure?
Sailboat, definitely a burden. Sell it as is. I'm not going to take time to fix it up. I have no desire to sail around the world on a sailboat. A cruise is as close as I'm not really a boat person. We had a boat for a while, and your dad was very excited about it because he loves being on a boat. I don't. I just don't. So
I think that I could be like a yacht person, like on Below Deck. You know how they have those giant luxury yachts?
Yeah.
I think that I wouldn't want to work on it. No, I would want to be a guest, of course. A demanding guest who tells the staff they need to dress up like the Chiquita Banana Girl during dinner, or, whatever.
And bring me a cocktail.
I would be nice, though. I would be one of the jerks. But I think I could do that. But a sailboat freaks me out. It is so small. You're like sleeping in this tiny little container.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And then to go down, you have to, it's like going down into a cellar.
Yeah. And I'm like, people live on this? People live on a sailboat. I can't even begin to imagine doing that. So, so there's the ice machine. You good now? What else do you need to do? Okay, we're recording though, please. You're going to
Do you maybe need to turn on the blender?
Yeah. Well, we don't have one, thankfully.
Okay.
Ours broke and we haven't replaced it. And oddly, I'm like, we don't need to. I don't use it often. It just is one of those things that you feel like you should have, but we really don't I'm not a smoothie maker.
I used to be. I would make a smoothie every morning, and then I realized how many calories are in those things. It's crazy amount of calories.
I was on a kick. There was this time, Harley Pasternak, he was like a nutritionist, a celebrity nutritionist, and he had released this smoothie recipe. It was like Greek yogurt, almonds, and apples. And I'm sure there was other stuff in it. But it was what Jessica Simpson drank every day.
Oh.
And so I used to make that all the time when Phil and I were first married. It's delicious, but it's like a lot of dairy because there's yogurt in it and milk, and then apples, which make you fart, and then almonds, which I think also probably make you fart. So it's
more
like,
fiber. Yeah.
I don't know that I want this for breakfast, but
Starting out my day with flatulence.
yeah. So, anyways, all right. Well, welcome to Love on the Pod, a podcast about all the cheesy romantic TV movies we adore. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Sherry.
And today we are discussing Love Afloat, produced by Real One Entertainment and currently airing on Great American Family. But first, before we get into that movie, I have a few Hallmark or Hallmark adjacent headlines that I'd like to chat about.
Okay.
So the first one is in a joint Instagram post shared Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. Why didn't I didn't write down his name. I just wrote down his last name.
This guy.
And it's not a last name that is familiar to me, so I don't.
There's just one guy.
One of the guys from Finding Mr. Christmas got engaged to his boyfriend. Guys, okay, I'm sorry. I don't remember his name. What's his name? Robbie. Yes. Robbie Simpson. He proposed to his then boyfriend, Kyle Polak, and they are super excited to be engaged now. So congratulations to Robbie and Kyle. Ryan Pavey, who we're all hoping will come back to Hallmark. I think he's on the way. I think it's happening. But he has a jewelry company. Did you know this?
No.
Yes. It's called The Fortunate Wanderer, and it offers unique handmade wearables in large collections released quarterly. And they're all designed by him, and then he hires somebody to actually create them for him. It began as it began as a way to share both his photography and handcrafted art, but has become something much bigger, a celebration of doing what makes you happy. So I just moved to my table with my feet. I apologize.
It's like you're on a boat. It kind of fits.
Oh. Yeah, I should. Well, this is a bridge. I should have put waves behind me. So I went on the website. Beautiful stuff. Definitely starts at like $300 a piece. So it's definitely an investment in jewelry, but it's all handcrafted, hand forged. It's really beautiful stuff. So if you want to support Ryan Pavey and his artistic endeavors aside from movies, you can go to the Fortunate Wanderer website.
Okay. Fortunate Wanderer.
Yeah. And then lastly, which I feel like we're doing this every week, and that's because we just want to take a moment to remember both Robert Carradine and Eric Dane. So many of us grew up loving Robert, especially as Lizzie McGuire's sweet, slightly chaotic dad on Lizzie McGuire, and Eric Dane gave us one of the most unforgettable characters on Grey's Anatomy. Complicated, charismatic, and impossible not to watch. We're sending love to their families and everyone who cherished their work. So,
yeah, I have not been able to bring myself to watch his interview yet.
It's a rough one. Yeah. Yeah. It's beautiful, but definitely, I mean, he was struggling. And that was filmed, I think, in December. So it was filmed maybe even before that. Maybe it was October. But they haven't done it a lot here in the US. I think it originally was a British show, which is called Famous Last Words. But they did it with Jane Goodall. That was the first episode here in the US.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't watch that one, but I would like to. So,
yeah, me too.
And the interviewer, I just commend him because going into something like this where you know the reason that you're doing it is because this person is not going to live much longer has to be really challenging.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he did a really graceful, beautiful job, asked probing questions without being too probing and still joked around. And I just think he did a great job. So, yeah, that's on Netflix, I believe. So if you want to watch Famous Last Words, with Eric Dane, and then obviously Robert Carradine does not have an episode of that. I don't think anybody in his family knew that his time was short, and so yeah, he comes from a really big acting family though, which I didn't realize.
Yeah,
like everybody in his family acts, which is crazy.
I didn't realize that he's Martha Plimpton's uncle.
I didn't either, and she had a lot of beautiful things to say about him. And I know she has a complicated relationship with her, or had with her father, I believe. Has he passed away? No, he's alive still. Keith Carradine, I believe, is her father.
Okay.
I know she has a complicated relationship with him, and she came out and said in that post that Bobby was the best of all of them. It's very sad. Hilary Duff had beautiful things to say about him. So did Hallie. I forget her last name, but she played his wife on Lizzie McGuire.
Okay.
Hallie something. I want to say O'Fallon. I know that's incorrect, but that's just what lives in my brain.
Yeah.
Probably nobody else feels that way.
I know who you're talking about, Hallie O'Fallon. There's a lot of L's in that.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, there is another America's Next Top Model documentary, and I'm going to watch it. It's supposed to dig deeper into the truth. And there have been so many people posting videos about, like, I told Tyra that my aunt was electrocuted by a toaster and died. So now she made me pose with a toaster. It's just, it's funny, but it's sad at the same time.
But I also think, there's two sides of it, because I do feel like she lives in her own little bubble of ignorance. But I also think that every single reality TV show at that time did that. It 100%. Wasn't just Top Model. It was Fear Factor did that to an incredible extent. Even Bachelor or Bachelorette does that. Like, they all do it. And so I think it's also a good reminder of that was the time. And while it's not good, they were not the only ones. By far, they were not the only ones.
And hopefully we've learned from that.
Yeah. I mean, Lou Pearlman was literally stealing from people on live TV. We just weren't aware of it,
True.
So, yeah. But Tyra is a bizarre person. Her obsession with this hot ice cream thing is insane to me.
Yeah.
She thinks she's going to save ice cream shops across America by encouraging them to sell basically melted ice cream covered in whipped cream. Like,
when she first said hot ice cream, I was thinking like spicy. And Banjo did too. I literally thought she meant spicy ice cream. And then when I heard it was hot ice cream, I'm like, that's like a melted milkshake. I mean,
and I've seen multiple videos of people trying it and saying, this is disgusting. First of all, it's $12. And then it's disgusting. So my first thought, if you're an ice cream shop and you are struggling with sales in the fall and winter, do like Lux high-end hot chocolate. That's what I would do.
Yes, absolutely.
And then still sell the ice cream, maybe have a smaller amount. Yeah, I don't need melted. I can melt ice cream at my house and then throw it in the trash because I don't want to eat that.
I don't want to eat a cup of ice cream that tastes like it sat in the hot car. Thank you very much.
No, so disgusting. No. So, Tyra, maybe I don't think this is going to work out for you the way that you think it is, but we'll wait and see. We'll be watching.
That's right. We'll keep tuning in.
Okay. So let's hop into our movie for this week.
Oh yeah, we've talked for a half hour again.
It's
what we do.
Okay, so a synopsis of this film. When Lorelei inherits a shabby sailboat from a distant relative, she hires Rob to help clean, fix, and sail it from its present location at a Caribbean island to Miami. The two will have to work together as romantic sparks start to fly. It was released on February 28th, 2022. I could not figure out what network. I know it's available on Tubi. It's on Amazon Prime. It's also on Dove. It was initially first released in France. So I think this was just kind of one of those that was like a free agent and whoever will give them money for it.
Okay. I was thinking it was a Great American Family, but it's not.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, then some of my thoughts are justified.
Yes. So, and it did premiere on Great American Family on February 28th of this year. It's a filler movie. They don't have new movies coming out right now. So this, along with I think 2 or 3 other ones, are fillers that they have licensed from other production companies.
Okay. So that's where I got that I thought it was from
Yeah.
GAF, I guess. I call it GAC, but that's actually Great American Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Because it used to be Great American Country before they bought it out.
Right.
Yeah. So it's Great American Family, but
GAF.
I guess it's interchangeable. People know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It stars Alanna J. Smith and Travis Bravo Thomas. It was directed by Damien Romay, who has also directed The Beach Read Murders, Deadly Girls Trip, and A Missed Connection, which is also a movie that Great American Family is showing next week, I believe. And then it was written by Kelly Peters and Amy Catherine Taylor, who have not written anything that I recognized, so I didn't include that. And then it was filmed in Miami, which is actually surprising that they would film a movie in Miami.
Yeah.
But they did. So let's discuss our initial thoughts on this movie. Would you like to go first? Or would you like me to go first?
I would just say if this movie were an actual vessel, I'd be demanding a life raft before it even left the marina. It's the wooden acting, the minimal chemistry, the aggressive use of lip balm by the leading actor.
I didn't notice that.
Oh my gosh. You'll have to go back and watch a couple of the scenes because I have dubbed him Captain Lip Smackers. It was so distracting. I'm surprised
he kept putting it on?
No, he was just very shiny in every
shiny.
scene.
Okay.
Very shiny.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So those are my initial thoughts. I have many more thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, my first thought is I'd like to start by saying I'm sorry for making you watch this movie.
Your dad walked in. He said, "This is your movie for the week?"
Okay. Yep. I'm trying to give Great American Family an opportunity. And when they license garbage like this, you're making
Don't be
your
shy.
own.
Tell us how you feel.
You're making your own bed. Why are you doing this? Like, why? Because people are going to associate this movie with your channel.
Exactly.
And most people are not going to do the research to see, oh, they didn't actually produce this movie. Nobody cares, right? Nobody cares. We're the only ones who care.
No, I thought it was Great American Family. And that's why my notes are like, what is happening? What is going on with this channel?
Yeah, I have other thoughts, but yeah, this movie sucked. It was horrible. I watched it twice and I wish I didn't have to.
I'm sorry.
But I did.
I watched it once last night. Well, and the funny thing is our listeners don't know this, but we were supposed to record yesterday, but I was all ready to go and I got out my notes and realized I didn't have any notes and I realized I never watched the movie. And I probably shouldn't have.
You wouldn't have missed much. You probably could have participated in the conversation still. Oh, okay. Well, let's jump into our next segment, which is Scene Stealers and MVPs. So I figure we'll just kind of ping pong back and forth here since we're both going to have some thoughts. First is, am I the only one who kept thinking that they were saying Saint Tequila? I was so
No. I had to turn on the subtitles because I'm like, where in the heck is Saint? Did they make this up? Saint Tequila?
It was Saint Aquila.
Aquila. Is that a real place? I didn't even look that up.
I don't know. I didn't look that up, but they were combining it together as if it was one word, and it sounded like Saint Tequila. Maybe that would have made the movie more interesting if they were drinking the whole time. I don't know.
Or we could have been. I'm looking it up. Saint Tequila.
Saint Aquila.
Saint. Oh yeah. Saint Aquina's Aquila. Saint Aquila was a first century Jewish tent maker.
Okay.
I don't know if it doesn't.
That seems like a weird thing to name this town after, or this island.
I don't.
Okay, so
I
it's a
think it's made.
fictional Caribbean island.
I guess so.
I guess they would have to pay money maybe to the tourism center if they said a real island.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere where it says it's a real island. It's a Jewish tent maker,
Okay.
Saint
Plus,
Tequila.
they filmed this whole movie in Miami. They didn't go to the Caribbean. So,
True.
yeah. Okay, so I felt like the scene stealer or the MVP for this movie was Celeste. I felt like she was the only good actress.
Mhm.
She was the only person I liked.
And the
She
little
was the
girl, she wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
the little girl was cute, but was she Celeste's daughter or granddaughter?
I don't know that they ever explained that.
Yeah,
She
she
was
was
just
just
there.
around. Yeah, she's just hanging out. Just
Town orphan, works as a waitress.
and assistant painter and
Yeah.
just wears a pirate hat everywhere she goes.
Yeah, she's like 9. No supervision whatsoever.
Yeah. And also, why does the guy look like he's about 300 years old? I don't know if it was bad makeup, if it was bad
The
camera.
Rob? Captain
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
I thought he looked like the stock model for the frame that you buy at Macy's.
If he laid in the sun for 10 years.
Yeah, he was
nonstop.
very leathery. And
Yes.
maybe that's why he so aggressively hydrated his lips, because the rest of his face. Because I put for the MVP cast member was the only character that consistently hit their marks, caught the light, delivered a truly captivating performance, and that was the lip balm.
You know what I kept thinking this whole movie? Granted, it really wasn't written well, and I'll save this comment for later. It really wasn't written or directed well at all.
Mhm.
But if we took this base storyline and we inserted Colton James and a different leading lady, could we have made it work? I say yes. I think we could have.
Yeah.
If you and I were directing this film, I think we
sure.
could have made it happen.
Because there was no chemistry, and the way that
Zero.
Captain Lipsmackers kept smiling.
They both were smiling so much in
Yeah.
this movie.
And if you had just met somebody, you break your flip-flop, and if you had just met somebody and he looks at you and taps his leg in a gesture to get you to put your foot up on his leg so he can fix your sand, would you do that? I'm like, ugh. No,
Plus,
what
how do you
mean?
fix a flip-flop? You
I know.
can't. You go to Old Navy and you buy a new one. You don't. I don't know.
No, and then there was the scene where this random is Celeste's friend, but he has this bowl of dessert, and Lorelei, he like pushes the spoon in her face and makes her try it. Would you try some random stranger's dessert?
Yeah, mango pudding. Eat it. Like, who
No.
are you? Get away from
Yeah.
me.
Mango
Yeah,
roofie.
Yeah. The camera work, painful. It was so bad. Not only was the soap opera effect fully evident in every single scene, but somehow it also felt like an episode of Dexter with like the spy shots through the plants and like really low to the ground shots, like looking almost up at the character. Like, this is not a murder show. What are we doing?
No.
So
Maybe it was
weird.
filmed by the little girl and she's so much shorter.
So weird.
Well, and then when Rob goes, I'll fix your boat, but you have to call me captain. I'm like, oh, barf.
Gross.
So gross.
I'm not calling you anything
met
except
you,
my
you weirdo.
employee. You weirdo.
Yeah.
You have to call me captain. And that here's another weird thing. They're sitting on the boat. They're looking at the night sky, which is obviously fake. And she goes, it's been years since I looked at the night sky. I'm like, you live in Miami. What are you talking about? You haven't looked up at the sky in years?
Do you go
That
into your
sounds
house
like a
before
personal
sundown
problem.
and never come out until sunrise?
So weird.
Well, and the whole premise is that they're fixing up this boat, but she lets it slip that this boat sunk in the mid-90s, completely sunk. and then her uncle restored it. But I mean, wouldn't an insurance company total that boat if it's truly sunk? Your
If it's
electrical would be soaked, all the interior, the carpet, all the teak would be soaking wet.
maybe they didn't have insurance, and that's why the aunt went back to the mainland to make some money. So
Maybe that's it. Yeah.
what was she doing on the mainland? Was she
I don't
a
know.
lady of the evening? Was
Maybe.
she needed to strip for some quick cash? I mean, that's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, money
No
is
shame
money.
in that.
A job is a job. But I'm
Hey.
like, she, yeah, what does she go back to the mainland to do? While her husband just like lives on the dock because their boat sunk to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, it's all full of seaweed and soaking wet, and musty and moldy.
Yeah, like ew. Okay. Um, yeah, that's really all I have to say. The setting was gorgeous, the movie sucked. That's
Yeah.
all in all. Um, what other notes did you have written down? Anything else?
Just the lack of chemistry. The part that cracked me up was when they were trying to dance, but it seemed like their feet were glued to the ground, so they just kind of moved back and forth like middle schoolers at their first cotillion, maybe at a Christian school where you have to leave room for Jesus. It was the weirdest awkward dance.
And I think the review that I'm going to share later mentions this, but did you notice that during the party towards the end of the movie, the people in the background were dancing, but there was no music? It was like a silent disco. They're like,
Oh, no.
"Yay,
Silent disco with
party."
no headphones on. No, I didn't see that. And I'm sad to say I'm not gonna go back and look.
No,
Sorry.
don't do it. Yeah, I I would really love, without offending somebody, to talk to somebody at Great American Family because I want to know what they're thinking.
Mhm.
Honestly,
Whose idea was
maybe
this?
obviously it's cheaper to license out a movie, I'm sure, than to
Mhm.
produce one yourself. So that makes sense. But there are better movies than this. This
Yeah.
movie is terrible. And maybe they got a 2-for-1 combination because both of the movies they're showing in the next few weeks were directed by the same person. So maybe they
Mhm.
got a deal. I don't know. But I just, or come up with some kind of end of winter promo where you replay your Christmas movies, or I don't know, because these movies are not going to bring new viewers in. They're not
No.
going to hook people
Because the
at all.
Clayton and I think you said Colton James before, but I think you meant
Oh,
Clayton James.
Clayton. Yes, I meant
The
Clayton.
Clayton James movie we reviewed, I thought was great.
That was
And I
great.
don't even remember who that was produced by. I don't think it was Great American Family. I think
No,
that
but
was a
they did
license.
show it. They aired
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So that was wonderful. And that was a excellent movie. And I just don't understand. I don't
Mhm.
understand. There's so many movies being produced that like who's going through these? Who's greenlighting
Are you
them and
watching
saying,
them before you're releasing them?
yeah, like, hey, I have 6 movies coming out. Just take them all for $500 and you can show them whatever you want. They're
Yeah,
like
it's
made on an
crazy.
iPhone. I just can't.
This'll work. We
Oh,
need something for Tuesday at 5 PM.
yeah.
We'll just slip this one right in.
I mean, just show the Golden Girls or something instead.
Mhm.
Walker,
Yeah.
Texas Ranger. It's fine.
People have thoughts about that too. So many people complaining about Gilmore Girls and Golden Girls. You're
I'm
not gonna
sorry.
please everybody.
I
I
mean,
love the Golden Girls.
if you watch Hallmark 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, there's other things that you probably need to address in your life besides complaining about Gilmore Girls.
Maybe turn on the shopping network,
Yep.
buy a doll.
I Oh my god, I saw this reel. And once I watched one, then it gave me all of them. This elementary school art teacher had gotten a hold of a bunch of these ceramic doll heads at an estate sale. And then so he had his kindergartners glaze them, and then he fired them, and then he had them build bodies for these ceramic doll heads. They were terrifying. They were so scary. I'll have to send it to you. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. The kids were like thrilled that they made their own baby dolls, but it was hilarious because they were so scary. They
The
look
stuff that
like,
nightmares are made of.
yeah, they look like whatever happened to baby Jane. They were so
Oh, man.
scary. Okay, so let's do a little discussion, even though we've already done that. But Why not do more?
Oh, I have one more thing I wanted to say,
one
though,
more thing.
about some of the
Yes.
tropes. I mean, she has no knowledge of how a sailboat works, but they're going to fully restore it in, a week, couple of days? I don't know. She has to get back to her job. But what really annoyed me was when she decided she was going to go back to her job because she's up to make partner at this high stakes ad agency. And Rob is like so annoyed because he's carrying this baggage from his former relationship. And he's only known her for a few days. And he's getting so angry at her for selling out and going back to the big city. I'm like, she's making probably 6 figures. She's going to drop everything and live on a sailboat. And where's she going to have an income?
Yeah. No.
It's crazy. But I felt like he was over the top angry about it.
Yeah. And her uncle must have hated her to just leave her this boat that's in terrible shape. You don't know how to sail. You don't know what to do with this, but have fun.
Fix it up and then put it up for auction. But
yeah.
Where did he leave her any funds to fix it up?
It didn't seem like it. No.
No.
So if you inherited a busted sailboat and the only way to deal with it was sailing to Miami with a mildly attractive stranger, are you, and that's being generous. I'm sorry. I don't usually, sorry guys.
Yeah.
Are you choosing love or are you selling it on Facebook Marketplace?
Marketplace all the way.
Get rid of this thing.
And his lip balm and his leathery face. Would you trust him? You just met him. You're going to sail to Miami with him? No way.
And here's the thing, too. You hire this guy, fix it up for me. Then this is the minimum price I want to get for it. Sell it. I'll give you a percentage. See ya. I'm going back to Miami. Let me know when it's done.
Exactly.
Like, you don't have to hang out with him.
No.
That's
but she insisted on it. Because he originally didn't want her to help him. And she was like, this is my boat. I'm going to help. And she doesn't know what she's doing. But
why?
I'd be like, no.
You're paying this guy anyways. Why?
Yeah.
And
I'm going to
when you're
beat
on the
feet
boat
back to Miami.
Yeah. When she's on the boat, it looks like all that's wrong is that there's palm fronds everywhere. Like,
yeah, it didn't look like there was anything wrong with it.
There's just all these palm fronds.
I was going to look this up and I forgot. But when you christen a boat, do you really bang it on the bow? I mean, you've just fixed this boat up and you've made it pristine, and now you're going to smack a champagne bottle on the end of it?
I mean, I know I've seen people do it on a cruise ship, but I didn't know. I mean, I guess you could do it on any boat, but I've seen I know Jonathan Bennett did it on a couple cruise ships, but you go up alongside it and you just crack it on the side. But they put it on a rope. They had a pulley system going on.
Yeah. I was looking for the big old dent in the front where they just restored it.
Yeah. Yeah. So who knows? Who knows? If you are a boat person, let us know. Do you always christen a boat? Do you rechristen it after you fix it up? Is that a thing? I don't know. How much money would someone have to pay you to clean up a relative's crusty inherited sailboat?
Oh my gosh, a lot. The sum does not exist. I mean, I don't like boats. I don't like the way they smell. I just don't like boats. So would I be fixing it up to sell it? Okay, maybe if I had, if they gave me, I don't know, $100,000 and I could hire somebody to fix it up for $20,000 and then just keep the profit. Yeah. And I don't have to have my hands dirty or do any work on it. Great.
Yeah.
But it's.
Yeah. And how much is a sailboat like that actually worth? I have no idea. I should have looked that up, but I don't know.
No idea.
Could ask my uncle. He would know.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him in a while, though. It's been a few years.
I don't even know. Would you like to be on the podcast?
He's not naming a boat after me. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. And I don't know how big it was. It looked very cramped. Rob was talking about how this is very roomy for a boat this size. I'm like, is it though?
It doesn't look roomy at all.
It's like you stand in the galley and you're shoulder to shoulder with the walls. So I don't know.
It reminded
like a pretty
me,
small boat.
Though, have you read the Cinnamon Bun bookstore yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. So the steamiest scene in that book is on a sailboat. And so I was thinking about
luck.
that while I was watching this, and I'm like, man, they should just make that book into a movie. That would be way better than what this is. But I guess Great American Family wouldn't show it if that was the case. So,
But don't cast these two.
no, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, lastly, how much of this movie was just B-roll of waves and palm trees trying to distract us from the plot?
I think it was less palm trees and waves and more lip balm that was distracting. I'm just going to beat this into the ground. And, go on and just watch the first 5 minutes and you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Because I did not clock this at all. I didn't clock it. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and watch it. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So there were no behind the scenes details for this movie. I tried. I looked everywhere. Nobody cares about this movie, guys. I'm sorry. So I'm going to read you a review instead. So the title is, the title is Cheesy, Smiley, and Harmless. Cheesy with a capital C.
Harmless?
Harmless, yeah. I feel personally victimized by this movie. But cheesy with a capital C, but very easy watching if your partner has a headache. The two leads have chemistry. Do they?
No.
But over smile, grin like Cheshire cats throughout the entire movie. The audio is poor, and the party scene has the guests dancing as if in a silent disco. The main characters are all over the top in facial expressions and mannerisms. The boat appears to get repaired by constant mopping of the foredeck.
That's all. Just needed to wash those windows.
Yeah. Other than that, it's harmless fun and not without its charms, even if the plot is as transparent as the clear skies and utterly predictable. If you set your expectations low, you'll probably enjoy it enough to get lost for 90 minutes. No, I
respectfully disagree.
I would rather...
I disrespectfully disagree.
Watch The Wrong Valentine again. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, here's the measure, though. Was this worse than A Greek Recipe for Romance?
Yes.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah,
because I at least like the actors in A Greek Recipe for Romance.
Yes. And there were some moments that were unintentionally laugh out loud funny on Greek Recipe for Romance, whereas in this movie, that wasn't happening. No, and it was penned as a comedy, and I kept waiting for the fun or the funny, and it just didn't happen. And that's what people kept saying in the reviews. They were like, "Oh, this is a comedy." I'm like, "It is? What? No. If Melissa McCarthy isn't in it, it's not a comedy. Get out of here."
No. If they're not falling off the boat into the water or, some sort of slapstick, it's not funny.
No.
I couldn't find any funny in the movie other than the way they danced. And that was not supposed to be funny, apparently.
And we already know, we don't even need to talk about Love on the Brain because this chemistry, it was not believable. The acting was terrible. It just, I could not see them together. I did not believe them together. Did they even kiss? I don't even remember. Did they kiss?
They kept getting interrupted.
Yeah.
I think at the very end, they might have finally had a kiss. But
no,
it wasn't so anticlimactic at that time. It just didn't matter.
We don't want it. We did not want it, guys.
Nope.
Okay. Would you like to play a game?
Sure. It's got to be more fun than this movie.
Okay, this game is called Would This Still Be Romantic If? Now, you're going to have to suspend your disbelief and pretend that this movie was romantic, okay? It wasn't.
Well, for Celeste and I can't remember the other guy. That would have been a good story.
Much better. Much better. This was trash. No, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to give you a scenario, and you need to decide if it's still romantic, a sunburned delusion, or you better call the Coast Guard. This is dangerous.
I'm writing these down so I don't forget. Sunburned delusion.
Or call the
Coast Guard. Okay.
Okay. Would this still be romantic if they were fixing a houseboat in Seattle?
I think it would be more romantic if they were fixing a houseboat in Seattle. So still romantic. I mean,
yes.
The word still is throwing me off because the movie is not romantic at all. But yeah, still romantic.
I feel like I inadvertently came up with a new movie plot here because you inherit a houseboat in Seattle. You know nothing about houseboats. The neighbor guy is hot and walks around with his shirt off all the time, even when it's raining. And you guys fix up this houseboat together, you know?
Maybe you came from someplace with a warm climate and you're not used to the rain. And yeah, I think that sounds great.
Yes, for sure. Okay, would this still be romantic if it was raining the entire time?
No. Call the Coast Guard.
This is dangerous.
And the Coast Guard would have no problem finding you because of the glare off of Captain Lipsmacker's lips. It just shines like a beacon.
Well, if it's raining, the boat might start going down.
That's true.
It's already sunk once.
Yeah.
What if the boat smelled aggressively like fish?
God. Sunburn delusion. And I feel like it does because it
has
sunk.
to. Yeah. Gross. What if Rob called himself a captain but was throwing up over the side of the boat the entire time?
Call the Coast Guard. Get a new mechanic.
Okay. What if there was no golden hour lighting? Would this still be romantic?
Was there golden hour? I guess
there was. There was a few times. They did a pretty good job, but then you could tell they were like losing daylight as it's going. You got to speed this up, guys.
Yeah.
You're losing the sun.
Yeah, that would be a sunburn delusion. You got to have mood lighting, even though I was not in the mood to watch this movie.
No. Okay, my last one is, would this be romantic if Rob kept saying ahoy unironically?
God. He doesn't seem like the ahoy kind of guy. No, call the Coast Guard.
Or maybe he just wore like a sailor outfit the whole time.
Oh, like Steve on Stranger Things.
And just nobody ever mentions it. He just wears this outfit and nobody says a thing.
Or Gilligan. He was dressed like Gilligan. Oh, that would add to the humor.
Yes.
But really, if Lorelei was throwing up over the side of the boat, that would be more realistic because she hasn't really been on boats, and then he could come for her, and that could show a little something developing. But the first time he went in for a kiss, I was like, "What are you doing?
Why are you kissing her?"
Yeah,
you don't even know this girl. Okay, so normally we do dream casting a sequel. I wrote down, I truly don't care. So
I don't know that this movie needs a sequel.
It absolutely does not, unless we're following Celeste and her new love interest. Then maybe. Yeah. But you got to tell me who this kid is. Is she your niece? Is she your granddaughter? Your daughter?
Yeah, who is
Where'd she come from? I don't know.
I guess the only sequel I can think of is, Lorelei is going to start running her ad agency off of her boat, which everything's going to always be damp and smelly. And so maybe she helps Rob market a new line of lip care products or something. I don't know.
Made with fish oil.
Yes.
The first ever.
Right. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's always like, I'm just going to start my own ad agency on my sailboat. What? Okay.
Yeah. Does every consultation come with a dose of Dramamine for your clients? Because maybe they don't like boats.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my gosh. Okay, well then let's go ahead and rate this movie. And we're going to use conch fritters because I don't remember Celeste's love interest, but he kept trying to push his recipe for conch fritters on her. So we're going to use that as our rating scale. So lay it on me.
Well, I hated this movie. There was no chemistry whatsoever. The storyline, I feel like, why do these guys always act like having a successful career is like a character flaw? She wanted to return back and it's, and then she acquiesces and decides to drop kick her career, in which her boss really was kind of an idiot anyway. But
Yeah.
still, she's going to live on a boat in this really unrealistic idea of running an ad agency. How is she going to do slide presentations? I don't know. There's so much to unpack there. But yeah, it was an all around really bad film. So if we have to give it a score, I'll give it a 1.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. It was just poorly constructed, poorly written, poorly directed. The cinematography was bad. The only saving grace was that it was a pretty background. That was really it. I liked the bar or cafe that Celeste owned. I thought that was cute. It reminds me of being on vacation. But aside from that, yeah, the acting was terrible. I just was not interested in this movie. And if I didn't have to finish it and watch it a second time, I would not have. So I agree. I'm going to give it 1 conch fritter for today. So,
one thing I did like, though, I will mention, Lorelei wore these really cute dark green paper bag trousers with like a black sleeveless bodysuit. That was really cute. So,
yeah, the styling was not terrible. I didn't think. The hair wasn't terrible. Makeup wasn't terrible, except for on Rob. They should have. And we've seen this with Christopher Russell, where one movie he looks great and another movie they clearly have a different makeup artist and they make him look like he's had 600 cc's of Botox because he's so shiny and flat.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a makeup issue. So that probably was a big contributing factor in making Rob's character look like 20 years older than he actually is. So anyways, all right. Well, our next episode is going to come out on Friday, and it's going to be our roundup of episodes 4 and 5 of Schitt's Creek. And then next week, do you know what movie we're doing?
I have chosen Romance at Hope Ranch with Allison Sweeney and Gabriel Hogan.
Yay! I'm excited for that one.
I'm excited.
Yes. Isn't her daughter in that one too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm excited to see that. I don't even know how old her daughter is, what she looks like. So we'll find out.
I think she's a teenager or in her early 20s.
Okay.
And her son is a student at Baylor, which is not far from here. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm excited. It looks like a really cute movie. And I love Allison Sweeney. So,
and then the Hallmark Spring lineup is right around the corner.
Yep. And I'm still waiting. Are we getting an Easter or not Easter, a bridal movie, right? Is what the rumor was
with Craig.
Yeah. Crossing my fingers.
Still haven't heard any
I hope so.
Concrete news.
No. All right. Well, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Love on the Pod and share your episode thoughts or ideas by emailing us at loveonthepod@gmail.com. Plus, you can text us with future movie recommendations using the link in our show notes. If you love this episode and want to hear more, please subscribe to the podcast as we drop new episodes weekly. So whether you're inheriting a sailboat you have no idea how to use,
or painting an original mural in 4 hours,
we hope you save yourself the heartache and skip this movie altogether. Have a great week. And we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.